We start on the West Coast. That's in California, which is seeing some of its worst weather in years. Forecasters call it a bomb cyclone that has already blasted the Pacific Northwest, killing 2 people. In Northern California, some streets are underwater or covered by mudslides in areas burned by the summer wildfires. Radar shows how much rain there is, up to 10 inches falling in just 24 hours. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, is in Carmichael, California, just east of Sacramento. David, good morning.
Good morning to you. What we're seeing right now is water receding pretty rapidly. That's the good news. No major damage to property or people. But let me tell you, this storm has lived up to everything they said it would be in terms of rainfall and how much they'd get. This Sacramento area hadn't had rain in more than 200 days. They just set an all-time record.
It has been a monster storm, uprooting trees, flooding rivers in Northern California, and turning creeks into mud-filled rivers. In San Rafael, just north of San Francisco, there were more than 300 calls for help from fire or police. That's 4 times what it is normally. Across the region, officials say they may not know the full extent of the damage in those burn areas until later today.
With the rains and winds coming through, it's anyone's guess on what's going to occur.
Now look at this. That big truck was almost pushed over by strong winds on a bridge just north of San Francisco. And on the world-famous Golden Gate Bridge, gale force winds actually caused vibrations that created this eerie whistle that you could apparently hear for miles. Listen. Farther inland, a substantial landslide shut down this major highway in the same area as this summer's massive Dixie Fire that happened just north of Sacramento. Closer to Sacramento, in the town of Carmichael, there were roads underwater as of late Sunday. More than 5 inches of rain fell in California's state capital, breaking the previous record that was set back in 1880. Meanwhile, up in Washington state, this road east of Seattle was closed after a tree fell and crushed a vehicle, killing 2 people.
All I can think about right now are their families. Something like so random is just awful.
So the rain will stop here shortly. Southern California will feel the impacts later today, but the rain will be much less in terms of the amounts falling down there. Just to give you an idea for context, rain is such a big deal here because they get it so little. I remember I was a local news reporter here. My very first day on the job, they said, "You're going to cover the rain." And I said, "The rain? You actually cover the rain here?" We cover rain in Louisiana, where I'm from, when you get a hurricane. And they said, "Oh, no, when it rains here, it's a big story." So you can imagine when you get a rain that sets a record, it's not only a big story, but folks here are very happy to see it. Tony.
No, it's huge, David. 200 days without rain and then a record-setting day. Thank you very much. Stay dry if you can. Sounds like you will be able to.